hey guys, what's our Muppet Babies?
What does that mean?
No, but here's my thing. What's the Muppet Babies of our franchise? Have we made it yet?
Okay,
what's
but
our Muppet Babies?
Here's my thing, though. Okay, we need to define what it means to be the Muppet Babies of something.
Right.
The only way it makes sense to me, and I've been thinking about it for 120 hours, is if Fast and the Furious 9 features scenes of baby Vin Diesel and baby Rock and baby Tyrese and baby Luda and stuff like that. Otherwise, I have no context for what it means to be the Muppet Babies of a franchise.
We use our imaginations? I mean, in that sense, like, I guess the episode of Taz we did where we were all babies and it was based on the Muppet Babies game is probably the Muppet Babies. That's a probably pretty clear 1-to-1.
Yeah. Well, there was also Jeffie's Place, the public access show that we did for a while that was mostly puppets. And they all learned lessons about math and how not to, and not cussing.
There were 4 of the 7 episodes in the first season. 4 were about not cussing.
Yeah, not cussing. Yeah. And you know what? To be fair, I think probably one of the reasons the show didn't hit was we spent a lot of time explaining what cuss words were, what they are. Like,
we had to.
That was a deep dive. Okay, this is now a Jeffie's Place watch.
Yeah.
It used to be a F9 watch, now it's a Jeffie's Place watch. Biggest problems with Jeffie's Place. Let's start them off. Let's do top 75 biggest problems with Jeffie's Place. I mean, you gotta say number 1, there was no character named Jeffie.
Correct.
And that created so much confusion.
Right. There's one named Jeffrey, but he was an adult human.
Yeah. Who was not seen, only referenced.
Yeah, he was mentioned.
He was like God in that series.
But it was very clearly not his place. People kept saying, like, Jeffrey should get a place of his own.
Yeah,
he comes over to our places. It's not Jeffrey's place. It's Jeffie's place.
Yeah, I would say number 2 is probably when we insisted on anatomically incorrect puppets. And I don't know exactly what we had in mind. And I think we never settled on it with the art department because the designs of the puppets kept changing every week.
Wildly
and that was probably
different.
Another problem.
Yeah, everybody remembers Huge Huey, and he was just like this weirdly super muscular puppet, and none of the other puppets looked anything like him. And then nobody even made a big deal out of it. It's just people wanted to see a yoked puppet.
We invited
none of the muscles were in the right place either.
No, they were all over that. Yeah, it was weird.
We invited Brian Henson over to look at the puppets, and he said, there can't be a shoulder here. Get someone to help. There can't be a shoulder here. My dad would never allow this.
And he just started screaming, that's not how knees. That's not how knees.
Not how knees. Not how knees.
I would say one major issue is halfway through the first season when the show was tanking, we realized that we could maybe make inroads as having it be like a nice little bit of McGee and me Christian television magic. And so we sort of pivoted that direction. But also we also said a lot of wrong stuff about the Bible and things. So saying like God only likes it when you yell. God can't hear you unless you yell your prayers. Like, you remember that episode?
Yeah.
That was called God Only Hears You If You Yell Your Prayers. And then we got like some feedback from the Christian Council that was like, that's not
actually what we do.
I still yell my prayers to this day, guys.
You know what? I started doing, Griffin.
Mark on me. What's that, Trev?
Yell them through a trombone. It amplifies it even more.
Yep. Well, you learned that from Jeffie's Place.
Yes, I did.
So, yeah.
I liked, maybe not liked, but I think maybe one of the problems was when we did, yet again, another episode about, like, not consuming household chemicals. And we went into detail about where to find the chemicals.
Right.
And, which chemicals might make you imagine weird things. And, like,
which ones taste good, but you still shouldn't. Like, they taste candy, but you still really shouldn't.
Yeah, that was probably a misstep.
That was a misfire for sure.
Why did we have to start every episode with a huge title card that said brought to you by George Soros?
Yeah.
And why did we decide to leave that up for 49 seconds before every episode?
And he didn't give us any money. I don't know why we did that. He didn't give us any money.
It wasn't brought to him by him at all.
It wasn't connected to him in any way. I think we were trying to court him with it. I think like it was we were
I don't get it. There was the one episode that was an employee training video for Dairy Queen that he asked us to do, and we were like an episode short, I guess. And so we were like, let's just put up the Dairy Queen video.
That was the best one though.
It was really good. It made a lot of kids cry. But sandwiched between the bad Bible lessons and the Don't Cuss series, just having kids like learn like, and this is how you do the dippers. This is how we keep our sauces warm, etc. Good show, Jeffie's Place. When's that reboot coming back? Get back at us.
Let's reboot it.
And you know what? A lot of people don't know. Chris Evans' first job.
Chris Evans' first job was on
working
Jeffie's
with us.
Place.
We gave that kid a break, and look at him now.
I had my hand buried up Chris Evans' ass for so long I couldn't tell where I ended and he began.
And that's how he got
Best
the job.
puppet I ever worked with.
I see.
Best puppet I ever worked with. Chris Evans, not a human.
Not a human.
Sorry,
at all, an
everybody.
anatomically incorrect puppet.